Everybody's looking forward to it, right? The WWE Draft. So, people have been spamming me all day and all week and all month about me doing predictions about my WWE Draft. Now, I'm used to this kind of spam. I get spammed all day, people saying they love me and they want to kiss me. But this has just been mental. I'm getting literally like 3, 4, 5 tweets every day saying people do predictions for the WWE Draft. So today, I'm doing my top 10 predictions for the WWE Draft 2016. If this video gets 400 likes, I will do a full prediction for the roster. Superstar by superstar, woman by woman, I will do the full roster predictions. But today, if this gets 400 likes, I will do that. Anyway, let's get into my top 10 predictions for the WWE Draft 2016. So, the number 10 spot is my prediction that the New Day will stay on Raw and the club will be drafted to SmackDown. So the club will become the number 1 heel faction on SmackDown and the New Day will be the number 1 babyface faction on Monday Night Raw. Apparently Vince McMahon is pretty keen on these club guys, so I think they will be the top dogs on the SmackDown brand. And Raw is the main show, so keep your best people on the main show. The New Day as the tag team champions, keep them on Raw, and that'll be fine and dandy. So that is my prediction for the factions. Let's get down to number 9. Number 9 is the fact that Neville, he will return at the WWE Draft. There was pictures going around that he returned in a dark match on this week's SmackDown. So I think we will see his return not on Monday Night Raw, but we will see his return at the draft live on SmackDown. Number 8 is all 3 members will stay on the Raw roster. Yes, you heard it right. The Raw show is 3 hours still, sadly. SmackDown is going to be 2 hours, so you've got to keep your big top guys on Monday Night Raw. You've got 3 hours to fill instead of 2 hours. And also the WWE, of course, they're not done with the Shield storyline. So I think all 3 members of the Shield will be staying on Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose is your WWE champion, so he, of course, will be on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins is the top heel of the company right now, and he looks in his place on Monday Night Raw. And Roman Reigns is the guy, so of course he's going to be on the top show. It's just simple. They're not done with the Shield storyline yet. Keep them all on the same show. I'm sure we'll have a big match between 3 of them at SummerSlam. They're not done with this storyline yet, so they will still be on Monday Night Raw. Number 7, the United States Championship will be on Monday Night Raw, and the Intercontinental Championship will be on SmackDown. So they will become unique and will stay on those shows. So the United States Champion will only be on Monday Night Raw, and the Intercontinental Champion, whoever it may be, will only be on SmackDown. So they will independently only be ever seen on those shows. So why is the United States Champion on Monday Night Raw? Well, I think Rusev, a dominant beastly heel, should be on Monday Night Raw. But my thinking behind this is the fact that people currently don't watch SmackDown. I think you have to have the more household named title on SmackDown. The Intercontinental Championship has so much prestige behind it. Guys like Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Razor Ramon, Mr. Perfect, they were huge Intercontinental Champions. To get people watching SmackDown, put the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown. Number 6 is the fact that Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray Dudley will go on separate shows. Bully Ray's gimmick on TNA, of course, Bubba Ray, when he was on TNA, he was Bully Ray, and he was brilliant. The Dudley Boyz, they've kind of petered out a bit. The nostalgia value since they debuted has slowly declined. So what are you going to do with the Dudley Boyz now? Split them up and let them do their own thing. I think Bully Ray could be huge. This annoying heel, badass character on either Raw or SmackDown is exactly what the WWE needs right now. What they do with Devon, I'm not sure. Oh, brother, testify. He was Reverend Devon back in 2002 when they did split up the Dudley Boyz before. Hopefully they can think of something a little bit more interesting than that, but I think the Dudley Boyz, they're a bit boring now. They need to change it up, so I think they will be the team that splits up. Number 5 is the fact that the Tag Team Championship and the Women's Championship will be over both shows. Now, how I said the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship will be on separate shows, I don't think the Women's or the Tag Team Championships will be on separate shows. They will be in between because, of course, you haven't got many women's wrestlers and you haven't got many tag teams. So splitting them up, making them unique on each show seems completely pointless. And people love tag team wrestling, people love women wrestling, so why should wrestling fans have to tune in to a specific show to see that type of wrestling? It's a new era for women's wrestling, so they need to be represented on each show, and the fact that you'd have one show that aren't fighting for a championship and the other show fighting for a championship makes absolutely no sense. So to make things easier, the women's championship will be on both shows and it won't be independent to either Raw or SmackDown. And the same thing goes for the tag team championship as well. I don't think the New Day or whoever are the tag team champions come the brand split are unique to either show. You want tag team wrestling to be thriving on both shows, so don't have it unique to either. Just have the tag team champions be on any show. Number 4 is the fact that Triple H will be the Raw GM. Bold prediction from Tom Cushnie, but I think that's going to happen. So Stephanie McMahon was given the role of commissioner on Monday Night Raw, and Shane McMahon, he's in control of SmackDown. We saw this coming from a mile, but there's been a feud brewing for a while. Triple H against Shane McMahon at SummerSlam. How good would this match be? Conveniently, Triple H hasn't been seen on TV since WrestleMania 32. Why is that? I think he's going to make a surprise return as Raw GM for the brand split. This feud has been brewing for a while. Triple H is going to defend Stephanie McMahon, and with the rumours of Daniel Bryan being the SmackDown GM, this just makes complete sense. Triple H and Daniel Bryan had a huge feud way back, but with Shane McMahon, the commissioner of SmackDown, things could get a bit tasty between Triple H and Shane McMahon. The next prediction is Finn Balor will make his debut at the brand split. It's got to happen. It's well overdue. This guy is perfect. He's got a great theme song, great moveset, great look. He's a modern day Undertaker. He's got everything. He is the guy. He needs to make his well-awaited debut at the brand split. Whether he goes on Raw or SmackDown, I have no idea. I tend to go for Monday Night Raw for Finn Balor, but who knows? Finn Balor will make his debut. He's done with the NXT Championship now. There's nothing keeping him in NXT. They've got to use him. They've got to use him now. He will make his debut at the brand split. Number 2 is John Cena will be drafted to SmackDown. Many fans, like myself, they don't watch SmackDown anymore. What's the reason to make them watch SmackDown? Is put John Cena on SmackDown. He's a legitimate star. He's a household name. If fans have to tune into SmackDown to watch John Cena, they will. There's only one guy who can legitimize that SmackDown brand, like he did with the US title, and it's John Cena. And number 1 is the fact that the WWE will be bringing back the World Heavyweight Championship. Back in the day when they did the brand split, they had the WWE title on Raw and the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown, and it works perfectly. You've got guys like Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, who should have been world champions months ago, but they can't because there's only one world title. But when the brand split comes round and they bring back 2 world championships, this will be awesome. 2 World Championship matches on pay-per-views. It doesn't get much better than that. And there's been a huge backlash in recent months with Roman Reigns being the World Champion. But if there's 2 World Championships, it's a little bit better because we can just ignore Roman Reigns as WWE Champion because we'll have another World Champion on the other brand to watch. And it was always considered a stepping stone to bigger and better things. So for me, having 1 World Championship on Raw and 1 World Championship on SmackDown, that is the real deal. That will make people watch each show and make each show relevant. Because if they have the US title or the Intercontinental title on SmackDown being the main championship, that's not cool. That's not a must watch. But if you have a World Championship on SmackDown, a World Championship on Raw, it makes both shows watchable and you can make huge stars out of it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you have in fact enjoyed this video. Top 10 predictions for the WWE Draft. Take care. Spike your hair.